What up, guys? Spiderbot here. We got a little Clash of Clans. This time we're going to run through several attack replays for you. And I got bored last night. You know what? I got bored. I'm doing my Townhall upgrade. I've got, I had maximum gold. I had maximum elixir. And I didn't have any upgrades going on. So I'm like, what? I was just, last night, one of my internets, my high-speed internet went down. So I was on my low-speed internet. And I thought, you know what, I'm just going to have some fun and go in and do some Townhall sniping. And I did it for hours. It was actually kind of fun. So I'm going to run through some of the replays for you now. And I do have a replay on defense as well. Yes, I did lose the defense, but I think the defense actually held up really, really well. And I think the attacker made a big error in judgment, at least at the beginning. So let's go through the attack replays here. So I've got 4 of them. I'm going to start. I've got them. I know which ones I want to start with. And yes, they're all only 1-star. Again, I'm doing the Townhall sniping. And guys will do that. They want to farm. So they put their Townhall on the outside of their base where you could just snipe it. And that's what I did. So let's take a look at the first one here. And we use very few units. So here's a Townhall at the very bottom, and I can bring in 3 archers. That's all it takes. 3 archers, and we can take out the Townhall. And what this does, if I only bring in 3, sometimes you'll see that that they try to lay traps, right? They'll like hidden Teslas might be around there, or if they have their clan castle nearby within range, then you'll have clan castle troops come out, or possibly even the Barbarian King. But he's way up there, right? So the Barbarian King's way up there. So I brought in the 4th archer just to take some gold. I know that's not I think that's like a level 1 or 2 possibly gold storage down there. So I brought in 1 archer. I mean, we got maybe a couple 100 gold, if that, out of that. And we're getting 1,000 gold, 1,000 elixir from the Townhall. Now I could bring in, up top, if I brought an archer up top, I could have taken some of that elixir. But the problem is, if I have an archer that close to the Barbarian King, up top of his base, and we'll just play it again so we can take another look at the top. Obviously the Barbarian King has a radius of travel that he patrols around his base. So you can see his base plate, whatever. He just jumped into his section where his sleeping. That's where he sleeps, man. Man, he doesn't even have a bed. That can't be very comfortable, can it? So if I brought in an archer at the very top, he would get alerted because he has an alert radius as well, right? And once he's alerted, he'll go up, he'll actually take out that archer, and it's just 1 swipe to take out the archer. But once he's alerted in the base, he knows where all enemy units are, so then he will go for my archers that are in the very bottom, and that would force me to bring in additional archers in order to take out him or take out the Townhall more quickly by the time he got there. So that's why I didn't bring any. Usually I'll look for opportunities, while I'm taking out these Townhalls and I'm sniping the Townhalls, to just send in a couple other archers in and around the base to take out additional resources. Alright, so that's replay number 1. The second one we're going to go through here is this one here. So again, I only use 7 archers, and this is an opportunity here. And I'll speed it up a little bit. So the Townhall's at the very top. And I always bring the archers in as far away from everything else as possible. Because you never know, this guy might have hidden Teslas up there. And there was one instance where I went into a base and there were gravestones sort of beside the Townhall. But I brought my archers in above it, like I am here. And there were 2 hidden Teslas that were sort of left and right and down a little bit from the Townhall, and they weren't within range of my archers, even though they took out, looked like they had taken out quite a few enemy forces from a previous raid attempt. And this is where I'm bringing in other archers down at the bottom, right? So let's actually I should have replayed that. Let's replay that from the beginning, and we'll take a look at me bringing in those archers. So first thing I do is bring in the ones up top, and then I bring in these guys down below. Now, there are some additional gold mines and elixir collectors along the right side, so there are the archers coming in along the bottom, and one on the left side. But if I brought any on the right side, those cannons are actually within range of archers that I would bring in to take those resources. So the cannons would take my archers out right away, as would the archers that are, you know, along this right-hand side. So the 3 cannons and the archer tower really prevent me from being able to bring in, you know, single archers to basically snipe at their gold and elixir storages. So, or not storages, but gold mines and elixir collectors. All right. So that's number 2, and that's what I did. You know, I just did it for hours because it's kind of fun, and you don't have to wait for your army. You send in just a few archers, and I always have, you know, if I look at my barracks, I always have archers queued up. So as soon as I bring them into battle, I'm already training archers. So when I get back to my base, I don't have to wait at all. I can just go into the next attack and just keep doing it, and I don't have to wait for an entire army to train. All right, so let's go into number 3 here, right there, and we'll get an example of. I kind of messed this up a little bit, I think. So there's the town hall at the very top. Oh, okay, no, I didn't mess this up. This is where, okay, they have some clan castle troops, and all he had was, you know, 1 archer, 1 giant, and a healer. I don't know why you put a healer in there on defense in your clan castle, but that's okay. So I brought in a bunch of archers, and that's usually the case. That'll be what happens if maybe they have archers in their clan castle. I kind of sent a giant in there to kind of divert the attention of the clan castle troops, but really I only needed to bring in a bunch of additional archers, and they could take care of those troops. The thing about archers, what I find, even if they're attacking the town hall, and this hasn't been the case, I don't know, I'd have to look at it a bit more, but the archers will divert their attention from the town hall. If they're getting attacked by clan castle troops, they will divert their attention from the town hall to those troops, take them out, and then back to the town hall. So we sniped this guy, and there really wasn't any opportunity, or I guess I really didn't have time or didn't think about looking for opportunity, because we did have a gold collector or gold mine down the bottom right here, as well as a gold storage, but that's a level 1 storage, so it really wouldn't get me much. But we also had some opportunity for possibly a couple other elixir collectors in this base that we didn't take advantage of, unfortunately. Okay, so the last one, the last replay, attack log replay for Town Hall sniping. I guess I was just bored. It's not something I'd recommend to do on a regular basis, but there are enough bases out there of people doing this that, I mean, I jumped like 300 trophies. I was at, I think the video yesterday, I was at 1153, and when I ended last night, I was at 1449. So nearly 300 trophy jump just from, and it wasn't only this, but the majority of last night was the Town Hall sniping. So this is the last replay we're going to take a look at, and this is one where I did end up alerting. I got kind of nervous. You get kind of nervous sometimes going in here because I don't want to lose. If you lose, you end up, especially on a base like this, I'm going to lose a fair number of trophies, and you know, this base would, you know, if I tried to attack this base head on, especially at my Town Hall 6 level, yeah, I wouldn't be making it very far. So I got nervous because I wasn't sure. I thought, you know, the Barbarian King, when he is alerted to your troops, he gets this little red exclamation mark, and I just got nervous. I thought he was close enough that he was going to get alerted, so I sent in a couple giants to act as a diversion, and then brought in a few more archers so I could take out the town hall faster. But he didn't get alerted, so it was really not necessary. So the archers take out the town hall pretty fast, and there isn't really any opportunity in this base for sniping the resources. And then he doesn't eventually get alerted and comes over, and I just ended the battle at that point in time because I had taken out the town hall. So yeah, those were the latest 4 attacks that I had from last night, and again, gone up nearly 300 trophies. I did have some other sort of resource gathering attacks, and I had changed my army composition. I'm going with archers a bit more. I've got a healer. I didn't mean to actually train 2 healers, but I accidentally did that. And trying out some balloons as well, just to try out some different tactics for attacking some of these bases, which goes, you know, sort of away from the whole goblin thing, because I don't need the resources right now. I'm just trying different attacks. All right, so let's take a look at the defense log. And yes, I have been losing. I lost a lot of trophies. He only 98%ed me, and there are a couple of reasons for that. So let's take a look at this defense log. Now, if you look at my base, I'm actually upgrading my air defense, right? But I think what he did, he definitely went for that air defense before he brought in his minions. So I think that was kind of a mistake on his part, for sort of focusing on that air defense. See, and then he brings in the minions. The air defense was being upgraded. There's no need to take out that air defense. It was useless. It doesn't operate, it doesn't function on defense when it's being upgraded. Same as my archer tower in the top right. You can see there are no archers on top of the tower, right? So he probably would have been, you know, better off attacking in some other fashion, rather than sending in his giants and waiting for the minions to come in after that air defense was gone. So he does eventually bring in the dragon. I think that's a level 3 dragon. So my defenses aren't doing too bad, considering the amount of firepower this guy's bringing in against me, especially with that dragon. I don't have any air defense. The the wizard towers are not very good against dragons. The archer towers are the better defense against dragons, aside from your air defense. So yeah, obviously my archer on the left is not within range of the dragon and is currently focused on the giants. He brings in a healer, and then brings in the Barbarian King, and he puts I think that's the Rage spell. I haven't seen that. I think that's the first time I've seen that. So he's got the healer and the Rage spell on the Barbarian King, who ends up taking out the Townhall. But he's wasted, he's wasted a lot of time. And I do have, if you see my builder's huts in the left and right corners, that's really what saves me from getting 100%ed here. Otherwise he would have. If he would have been a little quicker with the air defense at the beginning, he would have 100%ed me, but as it is, he doesn't end up doing so. And one thing I should mention, and this is one thing that one of the guys in the clan mentioned, is sending in a healer with the Barbarian King or the Archer Queen is actually a very good strategy, because the healer will heal the Barbarian King to full. I mean, right now, if you didn't have the healer, the Barbarian King is taking damage. It wouldn't necessarily, take him down to 0, but even if he returns to home base damaged at all, he has to sleep. He has to sleep to recover his health. With the healer here, the healer is bringing him back to 100%. Like, he's not getting attacked anymore. The healer is still following him around and is going to bring him back to 100% before the battle's over. So therefore, when he goes back to the base, he doesn't have to sleep at all. So it's actually a pretty good strategy for bringing in the healer with the Barbarian King or even the Archer Queen. Again, these are slow units. You can see there's 5 seconds left. They're not going to make it over to the builder's hut on the right-hand side, and they only get the 2 stars. So that's my saving grace. Anyways, that's it. That's all I had. Like I said, I was just bored and doing some Townhall sniping last night, and I thought that was a pretty good defense replay. I'm not sure if I had all my defenses with the air defense, probably wouldn't have made a difference. I guess it was the other archer tower, so he pretty much had me regardless, but he certainly had to throw a lot behind it in order to take me down. So I think it was all right. What do you guys think? Leave a comment as always, and no, I'm not gemming it. That's a good comment every video. But what I am doing, I've decided, like I said, to pull ahead the Town Hall upgrade early. I'm probably going to try and use, I don't know if I mentioned it yesterday or not, use my gems to get the Barbarian King. And I should have, hopefully, 600. I have another stump that I have to take care of. It's like, you know what? This is like I don't know. It's like a pick, an ice pick in my brain right now, because there's this trunk on my base and I don't have an available builder to clear it out, and it just makes my base look terrible. I have to wait 14 hours and 26 minutes before I can I can clear out that trunk and hopefully get a gem or two from it to get up to 600 by the time I have my Dark Elixir storage on Townhall 7. That's it for today, guys. We'll have more for you tomorrow. Let us know what you'd like to see, and we'll definitely take a look at providing it. I'm Spider, and I'm out.